Hi viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I am with a new poet William Blake, 1757 to 1827. Here is a picture of chimney sweepers. So in the 18th century, William Blake has observed in the 18th century due to the Industrial Revolution, the economic crisis was there where children are being forced to work to clean the chimneys. That has the sorry state our poet has observed, and he wanted to raise his voice on these chimney sweepers as well as the forced labor being imposed on the innocent children. He raised a voice. Let us see in his poem how he wanted to convey that same message. Here is a picture you can find the small children who are forced to work like chimney sweepers. The sorry state, their innocent has been lost and all. The sorry state is being highlighted in one of the famous poem of William Blake. Let us see what is this all about. Here is the poem Chimney Sweeper. You can find a picture where a child forced labor is being imposed, where a child is forced to move into the chimney. Right. First stanza. When my mother died, I was very young, and my father sold me while yet my tongue could scarcely cry, weep, 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 weep. So your chimneys I sweep, and in suit I sleep. See, we can see even the coal marks, black, that ash marks also you can see in the picture. Let us see. When my mother died, I was very young. See, the narrator, the poet, straight away he starts to tell now, sorry state, my mother died, the child almost has become orphan at a very young age. My father sold me. This is also very interesting. The Industrial Revolution, financial crisis and all being highlighted. Now my father sold me. So what are the financial crisis he is undergoing and all? As a reader we need to analyze. While yet my tongue could scarcely cry, weep, 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 weep. So he is a toddler, very young, who is not able to even to speak properly, pronounce a word. In fact, William Blake is jumbling in the thought as well as the wordings also, the symbolically. It can be sweep, sweep, sweep also. So all others are forcing the child to sweep, become clean the chimneys. So sweep, sweep, whereas the child is not able to tell sweep. It is telling weep, weep, weep. That is also being highlighted. We need to analyze that. So that means, at my tongue, I am so young, a toddler, the child is not able to even pronounce a word properly. That moment only he has been forced into this labor as a slave. Child labor is being highlighted. So your chimneys I sweep. Finally, in the last line of the first stanza, the narrator is trying to tell that I am not given any choice. I am not given any type of choice as well as asked my opinion at all, where I am forced to chimney sweeping. See that? So your chimneys I sweep. I swoop down. I enter into your chimneys. I sweep, and in suit I sleep. Sweep, I clean the dust, the coal part and all. In suit, the black, whatever waste, filthy material or whatever coal part, ash, everything I will collect in bags, and I sleep on that. That is a sorry state. You can understand in the first stanza itself. So William Blake is directly giving us the sorry state of chimney sweepers, and that too a innocent young child who has been forced into child labor. Moving further, second stanza. See, in the first stanza the poet as a narrator directly is addressing the reader. Second stanza onwards, a new character has been introduced. Let us see how it is. There is a little Tom Dacre who cried when his head, that curled like a lamb's back, was shaved. So I said, hush, Tom, never mind it, for when your head is bare, you know that the suit cannot spoil your white hair. Second stanza, the narrative, there is some sort of change in the theme here. The poet introduces another character. There is a little Tom Dacre. In fact, in the critical analysis, it is not Tom Dacre, it is Tom Dark. That is what is the highlighting here. See, what is that? There is a little Tom Dacre, dark. Another new character is being along with the narrator, little Tom, who cried when his head that curled like a lamb's back was shaved. So when his head was shaved, it looked like a curl like a lamb. So the image of lamb has been highlighted here. We all know that, in Christian concept, lamb, Jesus Christ, lamb, innocence, a sense of innocence, ignorance is being highlighted. So Tom, being very young, all those chimney sweepers, the first part of their work is their head will be shaven clean, because they need to get inside the chimneys where their hair should not get stuck. So that is this. So actual process of chimney sweeping starts now. That curl like lamb's back was shaved. So the Tom, first time seeing his own head being shaved, he started to cry. So I said, hush Tom, never mind it. For when your head is bare, you know that the suit cannot spoil your white hair. So the narrator poet, one of the another child along with the Tom, okay, so he tries to console him, telling him that nothing to worry, it is good that they have cleaned your head. Why? See, never mind it, when your head is bare, clean, totally shaven, you know that the soot cannot spoil your white hair. So the soot, the dirt or the black coal, whatever, ash part, will not or cannot spoil your white hair. So the concept of white, the concept of lamb, intentionally the poet makes us to give us an image that white being purity as well as lamb being innocent, ignorant. The child Tom or the children who are being forced into this labor at a very young age. Forced labor has been highlighted in these two stanzas. In the next stanza, after the narrator consoled Tom after his head has been shaven and consoling him that it will not affect the suit part, moving further, and so he was quiet, and that very night after his head has been shaved and he has completed that work that days, so he was quiet. He means Tom here, the same character. So now the narrator is giving us an explanation. We are seeing the chimney sweeping, that activity, through the eyes of Tom, that as a reader we need to analyze. So he was quiet, silent, and that very night as Tom was sleeping, he had such a sight that thousands of sweepers, Dick, Joe, Ned and Jack, were all of them locked up in coffins of black. What is this all about? And so he was quiet. That same day when our narrator consoled him, then he was quiet, silent, and that very night something happens. What is that? Interestingly, Tom was sleeping, he had such a sight, very beautiful, something wonderful, something which is first time he is looking into such a sight. Thousands of sweepers, Dick, Joe, Ned, Jack, were all of them locked up in coffins of black. Very interesting. Thousands. It is not in hundreds, also thousands. So our poet William Blake is documenting a very important event. So society, it is a consciously, society and the elders are forcing these children into child labor, forced labor. So thousands of sweepers, Dick, Joe, Ned, Jack, name a few, were all of them locked up in coffins of black. So daytime, early morning till the evening, children are forced into chimney sweeping the chimney and cleaning that, and night they cannot sleep because the chimney look like coffins. It look like a tomb where from top they are entering inside, and they never know whether many of them, many of the children got died also, and many of the children are wounded, and the pain, suffering and that agony, it is being reflected here. So that sight is nothing but the pain, through the eyes of Tom. He was quiet. Through the eyes of Tom, William Blake is making the reader understand that what might have happened in that innocent mind, what might have happened in Dick, Joe, Ned, Jack, all those thousands of sweepers who were not even given a chance, their forced labor, their innocent mind, what might have happened. Such a forced situation he is here. Poet is making a very interesting, neatly documenting the actual situation here. Child, daytime they will sweep the chimney, clean that and collecting the soot. Night time they cannot sleep. The horror on that part is being highlighted. Going further, next stanza. And by came an angel who had a bright key, and he opened the coffins, set them all free. Then down a green plain, leaping, laughing, they run, and wash in a river, shine in the sun. Next stanza, the same dream continues. Some sort of a entirely different, wonderful sight. Tom, dreaming. That part is being highlighted now. And by came an angel. Generally, you know that in Christian concept, always before the divine God arrives, he will send the messengers. So, angel, the messengers of God, appeared. By came an angel who had a bright key. Very interesting. Always, you know, the poet works under what is that? Contrasting images. Earlier, that coffin, black. Now, bright, shining, white, bright key. So, it is biblical. It is said that Jesus Christ has given the key to Peter to open the door of heaven. It is said that it is biblical. Maybe the poet is analyzing on the same line. He is quoting biblical. By came an angel who had a bright key, the key of heaven, bright shining, and he opened the coffins and set them all free. So symbolically, Tom has got a sight, a dream. What is that? The angel opened the coffins and forced labor, that part. So the poet is making it happen here. In reality, practically, children are sweeping, cleaning the chimneys. But in the poem, poet tries to give us a reality, poet's expectation. At least in the dream of Tom, at least in the feelings of Tom, the poet is expressing all the chimney sweepers, they are forced into this, they're reluctant, they never like to clean the chimney at all. They want to come out free. How it is possible? Only by the divine presence, only by the grace of God. Human beings cannot, because they themselves have compulsively, they have forced these children. Okay, so the society is not able to take a call. Now, what remained is only divine support. Okay, only God has to come to the rescue of the chimney sweepers, and it is only by the divine presence this particular problem can be solved. That is what the important thought Blake is trying to convey here in this poem, in this particular para. He opened the coffins, the tomb like, and set them all free, set them all those thousands of sweepers, set them all free. That freedom from this horror of chimney sweeping, that dreadful act being highlighted. Then down a green plain, leaping, laughing, they run. So this is the actual activity of child being child. It likes to play. So in the daytime, they are not forced labor, and night they are dreaming that they can play, and accordingly angel down a green plain, so part of nature, leaping, laughing, they run. So all the children, they are very happy. They are in their particular different domain, their potentiality, and wash in a river, shine in the sun. So river, sun, okay, green plain. The poet William Blake is trying to highlight a beautiful world, happiness completely, where child is completely happy and free from the coffins. So from that chimney sweeping, that coffin, tomb like, angel with the bright key taking Tom and all the thousands of sweepers out of this into full of happiness, full of freedom. That particular concept is being highlighted. Then the same thought of that dream continues here also. Washing in the river and shining in the sun, and happily in that freedom with that bright key, everything. That same thought continues here. Children very happily playing, free now. Then naked, white, all their bags left behind, they rise upon clouds, sport in the wind. And the angel told Tom, if he had be a good boy, he would have God for his father and never want joy. So what is this now? Then naked. So these children are very happy, playing, playful. You can find the concept of the divine messenger, angel with the child, that you can analyze. Naked and white, all their bags left behind. Bags, the work, that chimney sweeping, that bag and all that, they are already left. even in their dreams also, they don't want to carry the bags at all, left behind. They rise upon clouds. Earlier river, sun, green, plain, land, all that. Now continuing same image now, Blake is giving elements of nature where divine, holy presence is there. Upon clouds, white, sport in the wind. So wind, clouds, once again they are very happy. They are moving around, children happily playing, free. They are not even carrying the bags at all. They are completely left. So not, bag is a symbol of chimney sweeping, their hard work, forced labor. And the angel, now there is a condition from the angel. What the angel, her expectation, the angel's expectation, what is that? Messenger. The angel told Tom only one thing: if he had to be a good boy, he would have God for his father and never want joy. If he continue to remain a good boy, if he behave properly like a good boy, if he behaves, he would have God for his father. So once again, orphanage, orphan children is being highlighted. Blake, the poet, is trying to analyze. So orphans, forced labor, children, nobody is there to look after them. So such, he is trying to mention here. So what the angel seems to be completely assuring Tom as well as all those chimney sweepers, if he had to be a good boy, if he would be a good boy, he would have God for his father and never want joy. So because God, divine presence is there, then automatically joy will be there. So that is the one condition. So that you continue to remain good, and definitely looking into your good qualities, God will bless you and God's presence will be there. God will be with you as father. That is very important. So he will be the caretaker of you. He will see that you will be completely filled with joy. That is what is the assurance angel is giving to all the chimney sweepers, Tom and his team. They means that. Further, in the complete last stanza, it is entirely different. So till now is the unreal world, that sight, the dream and all. Further, last stanza. And so Tom awoke, and we rose in the dark and got with our bags, our brushes to work. Though the morning was cold, Tom was happy and warm. So, if all do their duty, they need not fear harm. This last stanza is entirely different. Now, this is once again into the practical, real world, what Blake is trying to tell. From unreal world, the dream, poet is taking us back into the real world. And so Tom awoke. He woke up, opened his eyes. The moment he woke up, the dream disappeared. Along with the dream, angel and that all playful, that freedom part, everything disappeared now. Okay. Tom awoke and we rose in the dark. Along with Tom, all other chimney sweepers, everybody rose. They woke up and they got up. In the dark, early morning, their work starts. Now once again, that is the interesting part. In the dark, early morning, before everybody woke up, their chimney sweeping work. And got with our bags, once again they collected their bags, our brushes to work, cleaning that materials they collected, and to work back into, like loyal, humble servants, they started to do their work. That is the forced labor Blake is trying to tell. Their innocence is completely lost. Finally, in the last two lines, it is entirely a different thought once again. Though the morning was cold, Tom was happy and warm. Because already Tom, in the earlier two paras, we have seen that Tom has been assurance. Tom got the assurance from angel, stating that so long as he will remain good, so long as he is obedient, honest, humble, definitely the presence of God will be there, and God, like Father, he will save him. He will safeguard him. So that same thought here. Though the morning was cold, Tom was happy and warm. So cold and warm. Once again, contrasting images now. So Tom is least bothered about whether early morning, cold or everything, because he is completely focused on the work. Because that assurance of angel has made him to do the work. Tom was very happy and warm. He seems to be very much focused on his work. Because he thinks that if he is really good, God will save him. God will be like Father, will look after him. That is the thought. So if all do their duty, they need not fear harm. This is also a very interesting line. Maybe here Blake is trying to tell there are two thoughts you can analyze. So if all do their duty, like Tom, all the chimney sweepers do their duty, they need not fear harm. There won't be any problem or anything. It also can be a comment on the social structure also. If all do their duty as a parent, if you are looking into the children properly, their duty, they need not have to fear harm. But here in this poem, the main theme is parents themselves are forcing children to do the work. Finally, to conclude, sum up William Blake's poem, The Chimney Sweeper. Some of the important thoughts I have compiled here. Father sold the child when its mother died. Okay. Then I sleep and in the suit. I sleep in the suit. After sweeping the chimney, I sleep in the suit, whatever dirt or whatever filth, that coal part I have collected. Nobody will look after me. That part is there. Tom cried. So next thought is, Tom cried because his head got shaved. He looked like a lamb. Okay, Tom cried. That is a very important thought. From that second stanza onwards, there is a new character being introduced, Tom concept. Then, and for that the narrator is consoling Tom. What is that? Because his head got shaved bare, so that suit can't spoil his white hairs. That is how he consoled him. Further, Tom seems to be convinced and is happy. And then further, same night, Tom got a dream. The same night, Tom got a dream. What is that dream? Dream is nothing but, in the daytime, they are forced into the chimney to sweep, clean and all. Night time, that same thought, the dark, black holes, it looked like tombs, coffins. Same dream he got, Tom. Okay, coffins locked. So their life is locked in chimneys. There is nothing beyond that. So their life seems to be like tomb or chimneys, coffins, black, completely whole. And in the dream, not only that coffins locked up, Tom also dreams of an angel, bright, with the key, bright key. So angel, messengers of God is being highlighted. Bright key, is biblical, where Jesus Christ has given a key to Peter to open the door of heaven. That's what is all about. Same thought is continuing here. Angel giving the bright key, shining key to Tom, and opening all those coffins and giving them freedom. That part. So finally, they are all freed up. Not only Tom, along with the Tom, there are thousands of other chimney sweepers. They are all free now. Once they are free, child being child, they are very much happy. How they are playing, they are laughing, washing, and they are shining in the river and under the sun. They are all happily playing, moving around. That is child's thought. Total freedom. Then clouds, even in the clouds also they play. And the wind part also, the wind, clouds, they are totally in a different world with the angel finally. So then angel makes Tom to promise one thing. What is that? Be good, so that you can to see the God. If you are good, definitely you can see God. And Blake is trying to highlight that many of the orphan children who are not able to be given a chance to see their parents, maybe through this angel and the concept of God, poet is trying to highlight that God will be there for those who are lost, orphans. That part also you can see. And we need to be good. Then definitely where goodness is there, where humbleness is there, definitely God's presence will be there. That's what is the thought here. Then definitely with all that, the presence of God and all, children are the chimney sweepers, are almost like in the heaven in their dreams, okay, full of joy in the presence of God. That is being highlighted. Finally, the poet is trying to convey some strong messages. What is that statement? All do their duty and there won't be any fear. So what the poet is trying to convey, like Tom, very happy. Though morning was cold, he seems to be warm, very much focused, because already angel has assured Tom that God's presence will be there, divine presence will be there. You try to be good, try to remain good, so that be good to see the God, Tom. And accordingly, the poet is also trying to tell, all if the elders, the society, if they look after the innocent children, definitely children can reach God, or definitely that is the divine part. The role of society, why inhuman treatment is given to the children? What happened to their innocence? innocent children have been forced labor. They're into forced labor and their innocence has been lost. Okay, this is something wrong. The poet wants to convey that message. Finally, so in this entire poem we can find 3 points, 3 important messages. Chimney sweeper, what is that? Misery, forced labor is there, misery. Chimney sweepers, what difficulties they are undergoing. Morning till evening they are working where there is no safety, security. Many of them got killed, injuries are there, and lifelong they will be having horrors, the dreams also. It is entirely their life is into forced labor. The misery part is there. Okay, who has to answer to that? Second point is the death. Many children got killed in their act of chimney sweeping, and so the chimney look like coffins, so children cannot sleep also. That is the situation. So that children life is entirely into coffins, that part. And with the angel and the concept of God, poet tries to make us understand that definitely God will help us, or God will help those children who are really good. And that is one of the positive hope also the poem is trying to convey. So misery, death and hope, all the 3 important thoughts William Blake tries to convey here in the chimney sweeper. So ultimately you can see a picture where the angel showing Tom the beauty of heaven. I took Chimney Sweeper by William Blake because the theme seems to be very contemporary, and even today we find many of the industries where forced labor is there, child labor is there, children are considered like slaves and their innocence is completely lost, where the role of parents as well as role of the society is there very much. Okay, so now through this message conveyed is very simple. The poet likes all the readers and everybody to concentrate on the innocent children. They do have their own future, they do have their own aspirations. We have to give them or provide them proper space, understand their pain and agony, suffering and all. Okay, then definitely we can think of taking the society into a better world. Consider it to like and subscribe. Thank you.